Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? So this week, unfortunately, we couldn't get the live Zoom going. There just wasn't enough people, and I definitely know that summer is very busy, especially you guys with kids. So totally understand. Maybe this just wasn't the right timing, but I did want to just say a few things based on the topic of when the universe has your back. And I think it would just be good just to share this and just implement that however you need it in your life. And yeah, hopefully it resonates. So just to get started, when the universe has your back. So when we talk about the universe, I want you guys to understand that this applies for everyone and anyone. So if you're from a specific religion, you have traditions, a certain culture, the universe is just a word that is used to kind of explain higher power. So higher power could be your God, it could be a person of faith, it could be energy. So in my world, the universe is a way of me saying that energy is active, energy is alive, and that I use energy to manipulate my life in the way that I can, and also to receive. Okay. So when the universe has your back, we're saying basically when our God has our back, when our God is supporting us, is giving us signs, is guiding us, is protecting us, showing us a way, showing us not to do something. And it's super, super vital that we understand that this communication is ongoing at every single millisecond of the day. It's an ongoing communication because it's basically energy talking with energy. So if we look at in terms of the universe, we are talking about stars, planets, higher power in terms of the magnitude of how the universe is collectively functioning for us, okay? Full of energy, full of explosive energy. And the same thing with our God, whether you see the universe as your God or a person or anyone, your person of faith, everyone is consistent of energy, like myself, like you, like we spoke about in our previous topics. Everything is associated with energy. So we're basically talking communication of energy, which is us, and energy, which is the higher power, always in constant communication. And interestingly enough, we don't normally hear this communication. Why? Because society is very noisy. Society is very stressful, chaotic, and very fast. And when we live in an environment that makes us of the same, we end up blocking out a lot of things that lie within stillness, lie within peace, lie within calmness. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but in silence, you learn everything. In silence, you get to know yourself. And in silence, you get your answers because it's calm, the energy is pure, it's cleansed, and it's able to communicate better. It's able to communicate with more clarity. And then we're able to receive with more clarity. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of examples of how the universe has your back. So has anybody ever experienced, let's say you've got plans to go to an event, okay? And in that morning, something's happened where you're, I don't know, let's say that your car, the tire burst, okay? Somehow you managed to get it fixed because this event is so important. You have to be there. Plus, you're taking equipment, so it has to be your car, okay? So you managed to get it fixed within a few hours and all is good. And then maybe you tripped over and you spilled all that coffee down your outfit that you're supposed to wear to that event. Now you're looking for another outfit. You know, you try on another outfit. Maybe as you try on that outfit, you might bust a nail. Yeah. When these things accumulate and they consistently happen, okay, what we tend to do is we want to control the situation because our expectation is that we are going to this event. And the outcome is that we're going to be at this event, okay? We have plans. Now, if energy is resisting those plans, it comes up in clumsiness. Okay, so it comes up in these situations where you are delayed, where something might happen to you. Everything is forcing you not to go to this place. Now, I'm pretty sure this has happened to most of us, and then maybe we have succeeded in where we were going to go, and it ends up turning out to be a really bad experience. Okay, not just that, sometimes it might be a really good experience, but in the process of all that clumsiness and all that kind of conflicting energy that's happened, you learn something new, you meet somebody new. Okay, something happens that changed the course to give you a new opportunity. Now, this is where I'm talking about when the universe has communication with you and it's trying to let you know something, it's trying to stop you from doing something, or it's trying to give you something new, trying to bring someone new into your life. That is pure energy in communication with you. Okay, and most of us, what we do is we don't listen to it, because the ultimate goal of that specific day is the expectation that we have had with our plans. And this is the thing that humans get wrong on a daily basis, is that when we control, when we expect, we do not allow the flow of our original plan to actually happen. And the original plan always lies within higher power. Okay, it lies within our God, our person of faith. It lies within the universe. Everything is designed specifically in a way to align you and to allow you to grow. Now, if this is something that resonates, I would suggest that you take a moment, have a little think about these kind of things that have happened to you, especially when you've gone, damn it, I should have listened. I knew my gut was telling me this. I knew I should have listened to him. I knew I shouldn't have gone to that place. Or I knew I should have just never driven him there. Okay, write them down and see how many times this actually is accumulating, because if there is a communication happening here in order to provide you with a more peaceful and tranquil lifestyle, then if you're not listening, what are we doing? What do we need to reduce? What do we need to take away from this? You know, self-reflecting on our behaviors, on that expectation, and why is that expectation so important? Okay, most of the time expectation just lies in control, because when we're not in control, we fear, we worry, we get concerned, and we're scared of not knowing what's coming. So we place expectations and plans and a structure in order for us to not have any issues in that sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've all been here. I've definitely been there myself. I actually remember the first ever time I was so clear of this communication, but I couldn't figure out how it was working. And at that time, I wasn't just as spiritual as I am now. And so I was very curious to how such magic can happen in the design that it's, been built in. And I wrote it down. I made sure it was a solid piece of example that I could bring to myself any time that my gut was talking to me, or that I felt that there was some sort of a coincidence keep coming, keep happening. So when the universe has your back, so it goes to the same, and it applies to the same as trading, okay? Sometimes we get into a position with our trading that it's just not working, and we might feel a little bit down, doubting ourselves, feeling like we're literally at the end of giving up. Now, these are the times where we really need to listen, because if something is challenging, it means we are learning. When something is challenging, it doesn't mean that things are going wrong. It just means there is something to do, something else to work on, something else to listen to, something to study and educate yourself on. So always listen to the glitches, to those little areas that feel like they need a bit of tweaking, and be brave to understand, be brave to confront them. It takes just a small moment of consciousness and self-reflection to really allow that communication to come through. And so with that being said, you are learning and growing and developing into a place in your life where these things just become more clear, and where your life becomes more easier and not so chaotic, not so stressful like society, and you build an amazing relationship and connection with that energy, with that higher power. And I want you guys to learn how to trust that. Yeah. So just take this this topic for the week, just to kind of self-reflect. Think about those times where you've had those moments, you know, and you've kind of forced it to a point where really you shouldn't need it to. And just think about what could have happened if you hadn't forced it, if you would just let go, let surrender come through, let it flow, and, you know, observe, so then you can make better, healthier decisions for when these communications happen again. All right, the universe is always working for you. It's never against you. Okay, and it's never causing something to harm you. It's always allowing new opportunities to learn and to move on. All right, so trust yourself, be brave, be confident, and no matter how many times you make losses or how many times that you feel things just are not clicking, I promise you, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and that's all you need to remember. As long as you know you're exactly where you're supposed to be, you know that you will always be learning, you will always be growing, and you will always be developing. Okay? All right, guys, have a lovely day. Enjoy the sun, and we will speak in the group if you need me or myself. Need me or Diane, Lorena, Ben, Charlie, and Michelle. We're always here to help in any way that we can, okay? So take care, guys. We will speak soon. Bye-bye.